Okay, we're getting ready. It's just uploading. Fingers crossed.
It says live on Facebook on my side.
Okay. So we're on Facebook right now?
It says live.
What about now? Are we there? Yeah, there we are. We're live. Okay. Awesome.
We
Here
made
we are. Okay.
it.
So we are, hello, TLC. We are here with Michelle Kavanagh, the styling and beauty expert. Welcome. I'm not sure how the chat works when we are on streaming through Zoom, because right now we're streaming through Zoom, so we could both be chatting with you, and so we can share the presentation that she's put together for you. So what I'm going to do is pull up Facebook on my phone so I can see your comments and questions. And if you have comments or questions, let me know. And then I'm going to facilitate the discussion and the questions while Michelle is doing her little presentation. So Michelle, can you please start us off and tell us a little bit about who you are? And then do you want me to pull up your presentation for that? Or do you just want to tell us a little who you are before I pull up your notes?
No, I can tell you a little bit about who I am before we get started here. So hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Michelle Kavanagh, and I'm from Vancouver. It's still a little bit sunny here, 3 hours before Toronto. I am a beauty and style expert. So I work with women making their life really a lot more simple and figuring out what works for their bodies and all about hair, makeup, and fashion. So I'm very excited to share some tips and tricks with you on how to make the best of this working from home situation.
Yeah, totally. I feel like we'll probably get a lot of questions about how to dress at home, how to dress for Zoom conversations and Zoom calls. I could probably take a lesson from that. I'm like, I dress so casual and I don't know. I'm like, is this bad? Is it not? Is it good? Whatever. But then Michelle also works with people to help you capsulate and really put together your wardrobe. And I know so many of you have extra time. And if you're anything like me, you've already cleaned your closet 3 times. So Michelle can also give you some tips on how to better manage that so you can create your style so that you can feel comfortable in home and obviously when we're allowed to go out in public again. So if you have questions, let us know. I'm going to pull up her presentation and then we'll let her take it away. So here we are. Look how beautiful she looks.
That photo was actually taken in the salon the other day when I shaved Craig's head. I shaved my boyfriend's head for hospital workers. We raised $12,000 for, so we were very excited about that. And one of the salons here in Vancouver let us use their space since no one's in the salons getting their hair done these days. So that was really cool.
So I have to give obviously business tips as we go through for all of you people who are looking to get better photos on social media or business, whatever. I thought that was so smart. Michelle literally just called the salon, said, how much will it cost for me to rent out your salon for a few hours since nobody's there? And so it was super minimal, better than any photo shoot location. And she got all these photos done. So kudos to you. I found that very smart. It was good.
And also we rented a spin bike from a spin studio that's obviously doesn't have classes right now too. So if you think about, okay, well, the gyms are closed and I still want to stick within my routines and stuff, like where can you borrow from and help support businesses in your community? You know, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, totally. I love it. You are very smart. You got to think outside the box. That's why I love Michelle. It's good. So actually, Michelle was in Toronto and I met her in person through the ladies community when we were doing a Toronto event. And now she's out in Vancouver. So we're all just connecting, supporting. So we'll go into this little presentation. So go ahead, Michelle.
Awesome.
I'm going to mute myself so that this is, we're just all here chatting. But when I do, if you ladies end up interviewing people, if you're anything like me, when Michelle's talking, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, cool. But it's the worst when you're listening to it. So I always have to mute myself when other people are presenting so I don't make noises in the background.
I do the same. I'm guilty.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Michelle, take it away. I'll mute myself so I don't distract.
Awesome. Okay, so Today, I'm going to share with you some quick and easy hairstyles because I know I've been talking to a lot of women lately and it seems to be hair up in a bun and they haven't washed their hair in days. So I'm going to show you some quick and easy styles that you can do that are low damage to your hair, because what a great time now to just add those, moisturizing treatments to your hair and kind of not do a lot to it. We're so used to using hot tools all the time and coloring it. So some different styles for that. I'm going to show you some no makeup in minutes because I don't like to spend a lot of time getting ready. I like quick, simple, get up and go and still look like you've spent a lot of time. And I'm going to show you 4 cute and cozy looks that you're not going to be using yoga pants for. And so then that's going to go into fast fashion fixes for Zoom all day, which I know a lot of people, if you're on Zoom or if you're on FaceTime, it's kind of adjusting to that whole way of things. A Netflix and chill outfit, dinner dates, daytime meetings, and then a cute Zoom happy hour look. So let's get to it. So after this presentation, you're going to feel more calm. You're going to feel confident about what to do with your hair, what to do with your makeup, and what to wear on certain days. And if you have any questions, just let us know at the end, and I'm happy to answer any additional questions. You're going to feel more relaxed because you're going to know exactly what to wear and when to wear it, and that will make you feel powerful when you have your presentations and so forth. All right, so the 3 different styles I'm going to teach you with your hair are going to be a beach wave, a down low, I like to call it, and the low pony. So the beach wave is going to be that effortless wave, kind of like my hair now. I used a curling iron to create this look. But what you're going to do for that effortless wave is the night before you're going to wash your hair. And you're going to dry it to about 70% dry. Okay, so not soaking wet. And you're going to do 2 French braids. Now, the trick with this is you're going to do your French braids closer to the front of your hair. Traditionally, people pull their hair back and they'll do, 2 French braids like this. And then what that does is it allows the bend to be a little bit more further down rather than at the front of your face. So you're going to want to blow dry your hair. You're going to want to put a medium hold, either cream or mousse product in your hair so that you have a bit of texture. And then you're going to do your 2 French braids at the front of your hair. And then once you get up in the morning, you don't want to take the braid also down to the very end. You want to leave the ends out. I would say about maybe 2 inches or so. So the ends are a bit more straight. And then you're going to take your hair out in the morning and just run your fingers through it, and you'll get that really nice beachy look. And then I would suggest using Dry Bar. Makes a really fabulous texturizing spray. It's a bit like a hairspray, but it gives you a bit more of that like movement throughout your hair. I find hairspray sometimes it's like once you spray it, you're set, and there's not a lot of movement that you get out of it. So texture spray is going to be your new best friend with this style.
Can we chat dry shampoo to use? What are your favorite dry shampoos to use?
Yeah, so I love the Dry Bar. I'm a big Dry Bar fan. I love their products. And right now I'm using the Dry Bar dry shampoo. Kevin Murphy also makes a really great one. It comes in a pink container. The thing to look for is you want something light and you want something that doesn't leave a lot of residue on your hair. Traditionally, like when dry shampoos first came out, there was so much baby powder, like texture in them. And if you had darker hair, you could see if you didn't blow dry it right away and it wouldn't dissolve. So my favorite brands that are very light, good for blonde and brunettes, Dry Bar and Kevin Murphy.
Okay, cool. And what about curling iron? If you're adding a couple extra curls in the front of your hair with this beach wave, do you have a favorite curling iron or straightener brand?
Fabulous.
I'm on the market also, so I probably need to get one.
Yeah, no, Fabulous it's a professional grade curling iron, and there's an adjuster, so you can adjust it I think there's a low, medium, high heat, or maybe even more options. I always go medium heat. Depends on how thick your hair is. Like I have a ton of hair, but my hair is really thin. So I don't need to blast it the full setting. I can go get away with just the medium setting. So Fabulous is a really, really great brand though.
Yeah, my friends always laugh at me that I put mine too high because I can smell like burning. I was like, that's not good, Vanessa. Don't do that. So you shouldn't be burning, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Okay.
All right.
You are this one. Okay. Anything else here? Oh, we're good. Okay. The down low.
The down low. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. This is one of my girlfriends. I did her hair for her wedding. This is going to be that messy updo that's done but not done. Okay, so see how when I grabbed my hair and I'm leaving just like a little piece in front, it's like that tousled look. Now, how you're going to create this is you can either do this on day 2 of your first do that I just showed you, the beach waves. So add a little bit more texture spray in, and then day 2, you're gonna put it up into your low messy do. Or another option is you can do hot rollers. So hot rollers are super old school, but they're really effective for making volume in your hair. So what it is it's a roller, and you would roll your hair around, and then it comes usually with a clamp. And in the chat below, like in the Facebook, I can put the links to some different brands of hot rollers that I really like. Again, what the whole goal is to create texture in your hair. You don't want your hair to be flat. So hot rollers, braids, you can even curl your hair. This is a great, yeah, like I said, day 2 style. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little tiny hair elastic, a little clear one, and you're going to put a little ponytail in the back of your hair. So I don't know if you could see here, but just like super low right here. By that ponytail, that's going to be your base. So you're going to put a little tiny bun, and then you're going to start to slowly add pieces to that bun. So the bun is kind of like your anchor. So you're going to start to add little pieces. I would take, probably 4 pieces to the front, and then pin it up and just play around with it. You don't want it to be perfect, because the whole idea of it is to have it like very loose and tousled and done but not done kind of thing. And that's really nice. All you need is a little tiny clear hair elastic, and I would say probably about 8 bobby pins. And that's the down low. Okay, so the low pony. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. This is me in New York, and I have a hair extension ponytail on. Hair extension ponytails are so cool because you don't need to wash them very often, and you can curl them, and the curl will hold so incredible that you can literally clip your hair over top of your shower or whatever. And then once you get up in the morning, you just clip your ponytail on, and it's already beautifully curled. There was a little bit of wind and craziness, but my hair was curled when I left the hotel that day. So what you're going to do is basically you're going to curl the hair extensions, and you're going to section your hair depending on, again, how thick your hair is. And they're just little tiny clips. So they just clip along, and you just put them through you part your hair, and you put them just right here, and then you let your hair go, and you leave about an inch between each of the clips. And when you're only doing a ponytail like that, there was 3 rows in my hair. And then you can do a low ponytail like so, which looks really nice because it adds a lot of volume to your ponytail if your hair is not very thick. Or you can even do like a half up, half down, but just be mindful of where the actual clips are. But this look takes less than a minute once the hair is already curled, and it just adds so much to your whole outfit. It's amazing.
Can we chat hair extensions for a second?
Yeah.
What are your favorite hair extensions? And I know there's so many different types. Like there's the clips, there's the whole piece that kind of goes on your hair underneath the top part.
Mhm.
And then there's also the ones that have like almost like it looks like dental floss that comes around your head and then like sits. What are your favorites and like what do you like and not like about them?
There's so many different brands. So I was a hairstylist 13 years ago, and I used to actually do extensions. I had quite a big clientele, and I specialized in great lengths at the time. And great lengths are the individual bonds that you put into your hair. There's so many now. I had the tape-in extensions. So the tapes are like little sandwiches that clamp. There's weaves, which are braids, and essentially you sew the extension hair to it. I would say that my favorite is the clip-ins. They've been around for a long time. It allows you to take them in and out. There isn't a huge commitment to them. I go back and forth, but the clip-ins I think are pretty great. I like to work out a lot, so I like to get into the shower and like really scrub my head. That's something I really missed when I had the more permanent ones. So clip-ins are the best, I think. GBB is a brand that I like. It's Global Best Beauty. There's a Bombay hair is also a really good one. There's lots of brands, but the one thing to look for is you want to make sure that it's 100% Remy hair, Remy human hair. That means that all the strands will be going the same way, because there's sometimes that you'll run into certain cases where they put a lot of wax on the hair, so it looks really beautiful and shiny when you see it. You take it home and you wash it, and then it just goes into like a dreadlock almost. So you want to make sure that it's 100% human hair. And I can link a bunch of different companies that I like in the chats below as well. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I would look for.
And then color, right? To match your color.
Yeah.
Can you order online hair extensions? I mean, now
yeah.
people are virtual. How do you match your color if you're ordering virtually?
Yeah, so it's a little bit tricky. What I would suggest doing is you can't lighten hair extensions. So you can't color them blonde. You can't put bleach on them. You can darken them. So I would suggest trying to go for maybe more of a neutral base, because there's warm tones and cool tones, and try to match it to the darkest. Like naturally you would put them underneath, right? So if you don't match it to, like this is old blonde that's growing out in my hair. If I matched it to this color underneath, that's a pretty good indicator of what it will look like the blend of it. But yeah, it's a little bit challenging. There's some companies that will actually send you swatches depending on the quantities you buy and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I would suggest going a little bit lighter on the lighter side, because then you can always take it to your stylist and they could add some depth into it or some low lights.
And it's also pretty easy. I actually just bought the hair and then bought the clips and sewed them on, measured my head, sewed them onto the clips and glued them. And it was really easy. So if you are semi-crafty at all, you could save a lot of money just putting your own clips on.
Totally. I've done that before too. Yeah. You save like $100 doing it like that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to there we go. Comfy looks.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to talk about the 4 different comfy looks that you can wear at home right now. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we have the oh so cute one-piece jumper. I am obsessed with jumpers. I think that they're so adorable. They're so cozy, and you can really dress it up or dress it down depending on the fabric of the actual jumper. So how to do it, you just jump into it. And you know, some of them have sleeves, like a little sleeve on them, or even long sleeves, which are nice for this time of year, although it is almost like 20 degrees here today. But yeah, you can always throw just like a cute little cardigan on over top, and I really, really love this look for at home. So something to look out for is thin materials that wrinkle. I am not a big fan of ironing at all. Actually, I don't even think, I might have ironed one thing in my life. So I purposely look for clothes that don't wrinkle, especially because I love to travel so much. So I look at wardrobe like, can this travel well? And when I pull it out, you know, when I get to my place, like I'm not going to be wasting time on that. So no to thin materials that wrinkle, like linens and cottons and silk. I love those beautiful silk skirts that everyone was wearing, but I don't want to go for dinner, sit down, and then stand up and then have it all wrinkled in the back. Like, I don't know. So material is huge, especially when it comes to one-piece jumpers. So some of the materials to look for would be polyester, spandex, and nylon to give it a bit more structure. All right, so we have a blazer. Now the blazer, there's so many fabulous materials. You know, blazers have changed so much over the years, and a blazer can almost feel like a hoodie essentially with like the material. Like this one, it is basically like a sweatshirt material, and it looks really great. So I would recommend wearing a blazer if you have any kind of meetings that you need to look a bit more dressed up. I mean, keep in mind, people are really only seeing from your waist up, right? So if you can think of, you know, blazer and maybe doing some necklaces and really accessorizing the top half of your body, that's what's going to really stand out on Zoom. And even your nails, right? Like painting your nails and just really looking a lot more pulled together. Really, really helps with blazers. So Aritzia's got some really cute ones, and I'd pair this with even a jogging pant. So you know, those pants that are not dress pants, but they're high-waisted and they're super cozy, but they have a bit more structure to them. I think that looks really great with a blazer. Okay, so we have the Queen of Her Castle cape. I love these. I think that it completely pulls an outfit together, and it's perfect mix between cozy and stylish. I would pair this with a blouse or like a crop top, depending on like what's going on for the day. And I would tuck it into a wide-legged pant. Like I said, it kind of feels like pajamas. It's super cute. And these come in different materials and patterns that you can play around with. And yeah, it's the perfect combination between dressy and more casual. So I love a cape.
These are all also really good tips to use if you're taking photos for social media or your website. These are really good looks that kind of look professional yet casual, depending on your brand and what you're going for, don't you think?
Totally. Yeah. Okay, and now we have the flowy dress. So you just feel like a princess when you put on a flowy dress, you know? It's like, it doesn't matter on what's going on in the day. It's just like you've got your flowy dress on and you're ready to rock. And I love them. So I would suggest wearing a beautiful flowy dress with a thin belt. Belts are important, especially with these flowy dresses, just to help really bring out your waist. And it just is really flattering to the body. And my tip is to use a great self tanner with your flowy dress, because a tan, a nice glow looks really, really great with this. And my favorite is Saint Tropez right now. I just got the gel. I've been using the mousse for the last little while, and so far I'm really liking the color of it. So if you're wanting to try a self tanner, Saint Tropez, and they've got a tanning mitt. It's like a glove, so your hands don't get stained, which is really, really nice.
I have used that one. I really like that one also. It's really nice and not streaky.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing when self tanners became really popular, is the color that it was going, and then it was becoming all streaky, but they do a really, really great job. All right, so now we're going to talk about the no makeup in minutes. So the most important thing, is a tinted moisturizer or a very light foundation. So I like Bite Beauty. That's the brand I've been using. It feels like a tinted moisturizer, but it has the same coverage as a foundation. I tend to have a lot of redness in my skin. So using something just to kind of even out some of the redness, especially if I'm wearing a color like red, I want a bit of a contrast. So Bite Beauty is really, really great to do. And what I do is I typically just apply my makeup first on a beauty blender, and then I will put on a little bit of mascara, do my eyebrows because I think your eyebrows really structure your face, and then a little bit of tinted lip gloss or lip balm. I've been using this one. This one's called Sugar Punch, and it's by Fresh, and it's literally like the same color as my top, and it's just a tinted, really hydrating lip gloss that I really like. And they have different colors too. So that's like a very simple look. So really what you're looking at is your eyes, your eyebrows, your overall face, and then a little bit of lip gloss to make you look a little bit more awake. So yeah, basically talked about Beauty Blender. It's really great. Mascara that I like. I have my eyelash extensions have fallen off. I had those for 5 years. So I've gotten back on the mascara train. So I've been playing around with that for the last little while. But this is a really great mascara. If anyone has lost their eyelashes from eyelash extensions, it's a very thin wand. It's not too big because it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to have your natural lashes grow back. So this one is a really great one. And I'd also recommend putting a little bit of powder around your eye so that you don't get those spider smudges. Sometimes it's hard to avoid if your skin is more oily like mine, but adding a little bit of a barrier around your eye helps with the spiders, especially if your eyelashes are starting to gain strength again. Okay, and then eyebrows. So Benefit is my favorite product to use for eyebrow pencil. It's almost like a little like clay pencil, essentially. It's not too thin, and it just goes on really nice. Now, a trick to do your eyebrows is to just follow the base of your arch, and then you want to shade up. So sometimes, you know, when your eyebrows look a bit too square, that's because the eyebrow pencil has been really shaded at the top of the brow. And so instead, to make it look a little bit more natural, what we want to do is we want to just do strokes as if, you know, you were following and creating your own hair, and then just do the solid line along the bottom. And that really, really helps. And this is a great product to do that with. And if you're new to penciling your eyebrows, start with a lighter color because darker colors can really look startling. And then play around with it. I have a couple different shades depending on what's going on, how much bronzer I'm going to put on my face or spray tan or whatever. But yeah, I would tend to go a little bit on the lighter side because once you fill all the gaps, it's going to look a lot natural, like darker anyways. And then lip gloss. So this is the one that I was just talking about. So it's called Sugar Fresh. Fresh is the brand. I really, really like it. And you can mix it with Carmex, which is just like a lip moisturizer for more shine if you want to have it really glossy. Okay, so fashion fixes. So what I did now was I put together your hair, your makeup, and your outfit. So I kind of created a look for you in these different categories. So for your all-day Zoom, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have your beach waves with a hair accessory. So I love adding hair accessories as well. So if your hair is all nice and beachy and wavy, you can just take a hair accessory and just add a little clip in if you want. That way it stays out of your face if you're growing out bangs like me. And I think that looks really, really great and really pulled together. You're gonna do your no makeup. So you're gonna add a little bit of translucent powder. If you tend to get a bit oily, I get kind of oily in my T-zone here. And especially when you're on the camera, you wanna just be mindful of that and the glare, and depending on, you know, the lighting and the time of day and everything like that too. Another tip for Zoom is, as far as your computer goes, you want to make sure it's elevated a little bit, okay? It just makes you look a lot better. I have my computer on 4 books right now because I want it to be level with me. So if you're doing some kind of presentation, you just want to make sure your computer's just a little bit higher, and it looks better. And then as far as lighting goes too, we want to make sure that if you can, get natural light coming in. But if you don't have access to natural light, there's some really great ring lights that you can buy from Amazon that are really, really affordable. If you're looking for a good ring light, Newer is a brand that I like, and it actually can hold your phone. So just kind of depending on what you're using it for, but lighting and the height of your camera is super important for Zoom. Okay, so then what we're going to wear is we're going to have our blazer with our thin sweater underneath with our really cute jogger pants tucked in, and you will be ready for your Zoom. And then nails as well, like I was mentioning before. This I bought from Shoppers. It's the Sally Hansen gel nail polish, and you actually don't need one of the lights to do it. I'm really impressed with these. I don't know if anyone else has tried this brand before. I've had acrylic nails, so I'm like getting used to these shorter nails, but I have to say they've come a long way since the last time I actually painted my nails. So I'm very impressed with that brand. Now your Netflix outfit. Okay, so awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have your hair down in a low pony because we don't want any tension on your head, especially if you're laying, you know, in the back of your heads here. That's the last thing you want is something that's irritating your head or pulling too tight with a bun. So low ponytail. For your makeup, you're gonna do eyebrows, lip gloss with your tinted foundation. Just really pretty and really natural, but still feel alive if you're getting delivery, you know what I mean? And then your style is going to be a cape, so that long sweater that we showed in the slide before with a tank top underneath, and then you can do a relaxed spandex pants. So there's a brand called Kitten Ace, and they make, it's kind of like Lululemon, but more streetwear. They make a really nice pant. It's a wide-legged pant that looks dressy, but it feels like you're literally wearing sweatpants. So I love their pants for that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about dinner dates and daytime meetings. So your dinner dates and your hair is going to be your down low do. So that was the up do that was kind of tousled and pinned up like this. And you're going to spray a little perfume in your hair. I do that sometimes just to add a little extra. Your makeup is going to be the no makeup, but you're going to add lashes or blush if you're not good at strip lashes or it just isn't your thing. Little bit of blush to your cheeks right here. It just adds a little bit more of an elevated makeup look. Your style is going to be a one-piece jumper because it's super comfortable, isn't too tight, so you can, you know, still eat dinner and feel relaxed around the tummy. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Zoom happy hour looks. So for Zoom happy hour, we're gonna do our hair extension pony. We're gonna have, or alternatively, this is another idea that you can do. So if you have long hair like Vanessa and you don't need hair extensions, you can just do a really cute back combed ponytail. So what that would look like is you would have your hair in a ponytail, and just about an inch from the ponytail, you would just take a tail comb, like a very thin tooth comb, and you would just back comb very gently just to create a bit of a knot. And what that will do is create your ponytail just to be a little bit bigger, and it just looks a little bit more done. So I really like that as an alternative if you don't want to do a hair extension ponytail. And then you can take your hair and just wrap it around the elastic so it looks like it's an invisible ponytail, and you just secure it with one bobby pin. For makeup, we're going to do our signature look, but we're going to add a little bit of Anastasia highlighter just on your cheekbone. And that will be your happy hour look. And then as you move your head side to side, you'll just kind of get that glow back and forth. And then for your style, I vote for a flowy dress. And if it's cooler, you can always do your cape with a really cute graphic tee or pants that would look really cool as well. All right, that's what I have for my presentation. So this is where you can find me. If you go to my website, there is a style guide that you're more than welcome to check out. It will tell you 10 staples that you need to have in your closet. So if you're going through the closet and you're trying to figure out what to keep, what not to keep, there's some basics in here that you should either add to your wardrobe or order or basically just revisit also. And then my Instagram here.
That's awesome. Can you also explain how are you working with people virtually for styling right now? If people are thinking like they need a new look and this is something they've been wanting to do for a while, what can they expect when working with someone virtually to get that done now while in Corona and not in Corona, in quarantine during Corona?
Yeah, so basically what I do is I have my clients go through a process where they eliminate everything that they know they need to get rid of from their closet. Then from there, we have different categories, and I create a magazine using your clothes and showing you how to mix and match outfits. And then I'll basically send you a shopping cart of anything additional that you'll need to purchase. So you'll have a done for you, okay, I'm going on date night. Here are my 20 outfits that I have for date night. Here are my 20 outfits that I have for work, and we customize everything to you to make your life simple. So you're never standing in front of the closet and you're like, I have nothing to wear, although I have so many clothes, but nothing looks good or I don't know how to wear it. So I really make that simple for you.
That sounds like a movie where people just exactly. Sometimes if I really like an outfit, I try to take a picture of it so that I remember what the outfit was, because we never remember. And then we're standing there, just like you're saying, in your closet, and you're thinking, what am I supposed to wear right now? So that's really handy. I want a little magazine of my closet.
Well, girl, you know the girl that can do that for you.
That's cool. So reach out to Michelle, check her out, take her 10 steps. And if you want to take her up on additional conversations about getting your magazine for your closet and or getting her to build a shopping cart for you so you know what to get. Are things on sale now because everybody's purchasing things from home?
Yeah, there's a lot of really great sales on. Yeah.
Okay, so take advantage of the sales and Michelle can help guide you through. If you ladies have any questions, let us know. I know you've been so clear that I don't think people have many questions, but you can continue to ask questions and Michelle will check the comments. Reach out to her on Instagram, email. If you have anything, you can also DM her. And I know you were going to also link the products that you were talking about, like the hair extensions, the rollers, the style spray, and all that sort of stuff. So you can check the comments below and Michelle will put those in there.
Yeah, I'll go back in and look.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say or share before we finish up for the night?
This was so much fun. I hope that everyone enjoyed this. And I am here to help you. I'm here to make your life more simple because style and beauty is a beast and it is so complicated and there's always new things coming out and everyone's body is so different. And I think it's super important to know what looks good on you. And my whole thing is basically investing in timeless pieces that work for your body, that can work for many seasons. I don't like to just keep buying and buying and buying every season. I'd rather think of, okay, this is, your overall goal. And this is what looks really great on you. So let's learn how to mix and match that so that things become more simple. Then you can have the confidence to wear fun colors if you want. And all of that is taken out and I'm here for you. So please reach out. I'm happy to help. I'm happy to chat.
That's awesome. And it's so true. When you feel like you are wearing a really cute outfit, you feel better about yourself and then the day just goes so much better. So if you feel like this isn't a skill of yours and you don't enjoy the hair and makeup and beauty and fashion, it doesn't mean to completely ignore it. It just means find the right people that can help make it really easy for you so that you still feel really good about yourself and you present yourself in certain situations to make that appropriate so that it can help you in your life, whether it be like romance, networking, work, because it's all kind of tied. And, we live in a visual world. And at the end of the day, we want your confidence to be at its highest and for you to live the life that you want. So if this can help you get there, then, reach out to Michelle and or ask us questions, and then we can come back and do a live later too. So if you have any questions or you want Michelle to go over any other topics, let us know, and then we can come do another live and give you some more information that will be helpful. Oh, there we go. Are you still there, Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. So yeah, okay, awesome. Well, that is the end of our little presentation today. Thank you so much, Michelle, for coming out and for giving all this information. And we will chat with you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, now I have to